The Wellness Revolution starts now.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Welcome to the program today. We're going to visit about what you can do to strengthen your immune system using vitamin and mineral supplementation. And I think it's very important for every person to have a healthy immune system. Our mission statement here at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center is that we want to get you on a path of health and wellness naturally so you have increased energy level and a healthy immune system. We know that if you have good energy production in your body, good metabolism, then all your cells are going to function well and your organs are going to function well and your immune system is going to function well. It's important to have a healthy immune system because, we've been through craziness over the last several years with all these viruses that were being put out and people were having all kinds of health problems. It's funny, our alphabet agencies, never and all the doctors, part of the government health agencies, never recommended any vitamins or minerals to help bolster the immune system. So you either fought off a viral infection or a virus that had tried to invade your body, or if you had it, you had a mild symptom with it. And it's been shown that vitamins and minerals are very important. It doesn't take rocket science to know that you need vitamins and minerals for your body to function in a healthy manner. Your body doesn't make vitamins and minerals. Although you make vitamin D, it's not really a vitamin, it's a hormone. It's cholesterol, which has been converted by sunlight to the hormone vitamin D. Cholesterol is also the building block for your testosterone, for your female hormones, estrogen and progesterone, as well as your adrenal hormones, cortisol and other adrenal hormones. It's very important. Cholesterol is an important product, and your body does make that, but it's not a vitamin. And when it converts to vitamin D, that's really not a vitamin. That's a hormone that has tremendous impact on your immune system and upon your health. So it's important for you to get on a good vitamin regimen. I will tell you the story of how I got interested in vitamins. My dad, back in 1989, sometime in the spring, had some chest pain. He came over to my office, called me up. I was on the north side of town, and I had a day and night clinic over there. He said, "Son, I want to come over and talk to you." Dad, he said, "Son, I'm having some chest pain here." And he described the pain to me. And the pain was indicative of angina, which is cardiac pain from poor blood flow. And he had pain radiating in his shoulder and down the arm, classical angina, cardiac angina. So I referred him over that day, took him to the hospital, Memorial City Hospital, had him seen by a cardiologist there. They determined at that time that he had some blockage in one of his arteries, left anterior descending artery. And they decided that and recommended that he undergo an angioplasty. We don't really do those much anymore. We do stents, but angioplasty, where they put the catheter up through your arteries, up into the heart arteries, and then they have a balloon on the end of it, and they blow it up, and they try to squash the narrowing of the artery, and they try to expand it so the blood can flow through it, and you don't have that blockage. Well, when they did that, they tore up in my dad's artery, and he had an emergency surgery done after that. He stayed in the hospital. Thank God he lived. He was 72 at the time, and he lived, got out of the hospital. 2 weeks after he was out of the hospital, I got a call from him in my home one day. In fact, it was a Saturday morning. He said, "Son, come over here. I want to talk to you." And he was not in a good mood. And when I got over there, he's pacing the floor. My dad was a very successful entrepreneur. He had a large manufacturing business with over 300 on staff. And he was just a common sense guy. He just had good common sense. And he said, "I don't know why the Sam Hill I let these doctors invade my body. I've got a calcified artery." And we're in the oil and gas pipeline business as a family. And he said, just like those pipes that we work on, if they got a crack in them and they put pressure on them, they're going to blow. That's what they did to my heart. It violated all the engineering principles I had learned. It's just, I don't know what I was thinking. he said, read this article. And he gave me an article by Dr. Julian Whitaker on heart disease. This is 1989, mind you. And the article said, talked about heart disease, heart attacks, and said if you've had a heart attack and you have angioplasty after your heart attack, you have a 15% chance of dying in the first year. If you have bypass surgery, it's 5% of dying in the first year. If you don't do anything but lower your blood pressure, get down to an ideal body weight, exercise, and take vitamins and minerals, you have a 1% chance of dying. And my dad turned to me and said, what do you think of this? I said, Dad, I wish we'd have tried that. I didn't really know anything about it. He says, well, this doctor says I need to take vitamins. What do I need to take? It was like a deer in headlights. I went, Dad, I'm a doctor. What do I know about vitamins? And he said, would you find out? Now, I was the oldest of 8. I had 6 brothers and a sister. And I love my dad. And I said, yes, sir, I will. Well, that is what got me on the path of health and wellness to learn about vitamins. And I started to, and my dad was reading all these vitamin articles, and he's passing me the stuff about coenzyme Q10. He had heart failure after they damaged his heart. And one of the treatments of heart failure is coenzyme Q10. And he sent me that, and we got him on coenzyme Q10, got him on vitamins and minerals. And he said, I'm firing all my doctors. I want you to figure out how to take care of me. So I did, and took care of my dad. And he lived another 8 years. He died at 80 years of age. He worked up until the day he died. He had told me when he was 65 he was never going to retire. There's nothing in the Bible about retirement. But he took, after that problem, he took all these vitamins and minerals, and I learned about them. I went to conferences. I got into allergies. I went to Pan American Allergy Society, learned all about vitamins and minerals there, how to treat allergies, and how to take a more holistic approach to treating people's health problems rather than just giving them drugs and antibiotics and whatever else came along, and hypertensive medication. So that really changed. My dad's adversity had a seed of equal or greater benefit. I learned all about vitamins at that time. Now I have a large multi-million-dollar vitamin store that ships vitamins all over the country, all over the world, which is crazy, all because my dad asked me to find out, and I loved him, and I said I would find out. That's why, and since that time, that goes back to 89, I started listening to Linus Pauling about vitamin C, and I highly recommend vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams per 25 pounds of body weight. But so we ended up establishing here at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we ended up building the Hotze Vitamin Store. And we built that, and my gosh, that was in 2001. So it's been in existence now 22 years. And it's been, and I was giving vitamins long before that. I was giving vitamins for 10 years. The reason we built that is I had our guests, we call our patients guests, would say, Doc, what vitamins do I take? And I'd give them magazines where to buy the vitamins, or they go to the stores. Which one should I buy? And one of my friends said, why don't you just have vitamins here? So we just buy them here. So we started off with 2 products, Energy Formula and Omega Nutrients, which was a special type of oil that we gave the patients, and that was our product. And now we have, I think, somewhere in the neighborhood of 120 products available that we now have. And one of the products is we have products for children and for teenagers and for adults, and immune vitamins for the immune system. And I highly recommend that you contact somebody here at Physicians Preference Vitamins, known as Hotze Vitamins. You can call Hotze Vitamins as well, or go to the website. But talk to one of our certified nutritionists. I highly recommend you get your young kids on some kind of vitamin support. We have gummy bears that they can chew that have multivitamins, and then a probiotic. I also recommend that you give them vitamin D. I think that's very important. And fish oil is very important for the brain to develop. And your brain doesn't fully develop in your early 20s. And so fish oil is omega nutrients, which are in fish oil, are very, very important to that. And then we have a power pack, or we have a immune pack for teenagers, and we have an immune pack for adults. Or I'd just say take the Hotze Power Pack. That's a very strong, good supplement. And I recommend for adults that you take a minimally of 10,000 of vitamin D with K2. And then we can monitor your D levels. But vitamin D is so very critical for immune system health, for cardiovascular function, for bone health, for brain function. It helps fight depression. It's important for neurological damage. And doctors I've read have used high-dose vitamin D to treat. Interestingly enough, they've had success in resolving multiple sclerosis with that. So I just recently read a book on high-dose vitamin D therapy. So there's a lot that can be done using your vitamins to keep you healthy and well. And I want to encourage you to contact us here at Hotze Health and Wellness Center to get on a good program, or to contact Hotze Vitamins. If you give us a call at our Health and Wellness Center, 281-698-8698, it's on the screen, I'll give you a copy of Hormones, Health, and Happiness, and free of charge, and I'll send it to you. I want you to know how to get on a path of health and wellness naturally. Just want to say thank you again for giving us the privilege of serving you and sharing with you this very important material. If you're interested in finding more about our services, I would encourage you to contact us at 698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 on the screen. Ask one of our new guest consultants for a copy of my book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness. This is my opus work, and you ought to read it. I want to give it to you. I want to send it to you free of charge. I want you to have it. I believe by giving you this book, we can help you understand how you can get on a path of health and wellness. And we're being generous because I believe that you can't outgive God. And I'm going to give you this because I believe this will help you. And I know it comes back. My dad said, cast your bread on the water, it comes back 100-fold. And I believe that. You can't outgive God. So thanks for joining us today. Wish you every success in life, and God bless you.
At Physicians Preference Pharmacy, we believe that personalized medical treatment and customized medications are the best way to help you achieve your healthcare goals. Sometimes this requires adjusting the dosage form of the medication from something like an oral capsule to a tablet which dissolves underneath the tongue. This is called a sublingual tablet. Sub meaning under, lingual meaning tongue, under the tongue. And there are several reasons why your doctor may want your medications to be custom made into a sublingual tablet. Perhaps you have trouble swallowing capsules or difficulty absorbing medications. With sublingual tablets, you still get the treatment you need in a way that is effective for you. Tablets made here at Physicians Preference Pharmacy are designed to dissolve fully under the tongue in just a few minutes and offer an additional option for you to achieve your healthcare goals.
Information provided on this program is neither intended nor implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice and is not intended to replace the services of a physician, nor does it constitute a doctor-patient relationship. You should not use information from this radio program to diagnose or treat a health problem or disease without consulting with a qualified healthcare provider. If you have or suspect you have an urgent medical problem, promptly contact a professional healthcare provider or call 911. Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution advises you to always seek the advice of a physician or other qualified health provider prior to starting any new treatment or with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Any application of the recommendations from this program is at the listener's discretion.